Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1 of Tunnel Snakes vs Big Bert's Beginners. Today, we have Radiant Side Tunnel Snakes, Dominoes, Murdo, Hounds, Catalyst, and Frisky Berries coming back as Tunnel Snakes once again in this third season, I believe, up against newcomers Big Bert's Beginners, with Wolfson, Fog of War, LJ Hooker, Mother of Dagons, and Aaron Zero. Now, Mother of Dagons, is that a name change? I believe it might be, because I don't recognize that. Having a look now, already Tunnel Snakes banning out the Undying and the Primal Beast, while Big Bert's ban out the Marcy on their turn, as well as the Lich, which is quite interesting. Must feel like the Lich is a strong hero in this meta. I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, just got home from work, still in my work clothes, and they pick a Snapfire, one of my favorite heroes. Very cool. Taking a sip of water there. So yeah, just got home. Kinda had to rush here to get on, but it's all good now as Tunnel Snakes, they pick two magic heavy nukers with the Skyroth Mage and the Leshrac. Now typically Skyroth has been played as support, but can be flexed to a mid lane if Leshrac is not feeling up to it, so we'll have to see how Big Bert responds. There go, the Nyx Assassin. Oh, completely destroys the Skyroth. Even Leshrac does get countered a bit by it, as he does not have any way to stop his damage from not hitting the Nyx, you know? If you understand what I'm saying? Like, once he presses his ult, it just affects all enemies around him. So if Nyx is there with his spiked carapace, that's an immediate stun, no matter what. I think the same goes for his Diabolic Edict, his Split Earth. All manner of different spells from the Leshrac get counted fairly heavily by Nyx, especially as they're both int heroes as well, so really like that pick so far. Going to respond, okay, banning out the Anti-Mage Tunnel Snakes, yeah, with those massive mana pools, they do not want a Anti-Mage in the game. Meanwhile, Big Bert's banning out the Slardar. I see. Well, I see, but I'm not sure. I don't have any insider info as to the reason behind the picks. I just make guesstimations at this point. Let's go, Tunnel Snakes, says Panda. Nice. There you go. Your biggest fan there, Tunnel Snakes. Alright. Banning out the Axe. Meanwhile, Tunnel Snakes ban the Tidehunter in response. Tidehunter has been seeing quite a lot of players in offlane, mostly because of how strong Wraith Pact is. So, looking back to the international, back when Leshrac, and a Pudge too being banned there. Leshrac could not damage the Tidehunter at all once he got a Pipe and a Wraith Pact, I believe. Straight up tickling him. What game was that? I'm just trying to remember. 10 seconds. Yeah, nah, beats me.
5 seconds.
It was a winning strategy from what I understood. I just realized, what is this face here? That's not the original meme face, that's like someone else's face there. But I have no idea who it may be. Anyway, Spirit Breaker being banned by Big Bert's. Pretty good setup for Skyroth. Although it does move them around a bit, actually. You wouldn't want that with a Skyroth on your team. Picking another int hero into the Nyx. A fairly squishy one as well. The Snapfire can burst them down as well. Ooh. Alright, Tunnel Snakes. You'll have to make up for this squishiness with your next couple of picks. No Primal Beast, no Undying. Wonder what they will go for instead. Big Bert's, they're looking at this heavy int lineup, and I mean, they've already got the Nyx. What else can you pick against this? Lifesteal is looking pretty good here. Gotta say. Must be on the top of their minds right now. They've got 1 minute and 15 seconds of reserve time, so plenty of time to have a think about this. And why am I so cold? There we go. Ember Spirit being picked up. Okay. Followed by a Brood Mother. Very interesting. So that's your Wraith Pact wielding off-laner. Has seen a lot of play in TI. Might be looking to replicate that here. Meanwhile, the Ember Spirit for the mid lane. Excuse me. As long as he's not silenced, then he can fairly easily escape from all of the enemy team's damage. Plus, being able to remnant everywhere, doing heavy physical damage with his Sleight of Fists, will be able to put these three heroes into an early grave. Just waiting now for Tunnel Snake's 4th pick here before we get back into the bans. How will they? They've got a lot of AoE to deal with the Broodmother spiders, so they don't need more of that. Panda here saying, sad to not see Storm playing tonight for Tunnel Snakes. I hear he's basically the next Jerax. Huh. Is that right, Mr. Panda? Or should I say, Storm? Naga Siren. Okay, okay. There you go, the first agility hero, non-int hero for Tunnel Snakes. We'll see how well they can play the Naga Siren, spraying them across the map, using the illusions to farm effectively.
5 seconds.
Although fairly weak early on until she gets a few items. LMA with Panda, indeed. I've seen 3 Yorus immediately. Okay. Hopefully. I'm not just talking to my house. Alright, 1 minute of reserve time for Big Berts with the second to last ban. What will they go for? Who is strong with Naga? Naga sets up pretty well for the rest of her lineup. Actually, is it counterintuitive? Because if you get good positioning, I guess, but it can definitely disrupt if a Leshrac is in trouble and or initiates, and then Naga uses her ultimate. It completely nullifies much of Leshrac's damage output, and a few precious seconds of Crystal Maiden's ult as well. Even Skywrath Mage, he can set up for a pretty good ult after the song, but not beforehand. As Big Bert, 5 seconds, or 6 seconds left I should say, they finally banned the Invoker. So they're still convinced that there's another int hero to be picked by Tunnel Snakes. And a mid lane one, of all things. So interesting thought process by Big Berts. Tunnel Snakes responds with the sniper ban. Would be pretty good for the backline of Big Bert, although they already have a lot of backline with the snap. Finally banning out the Pangolier. I reckon Tunnel Snakes would be looking for a strength hero here. Pango's an agi hero, right? He is, I believe.
10 seconds.
That Naga pick is disgustingly good, says Hans. We'll have to see.
5 seconds with or without you.
That's a different Hans, by the way, in the chat, compared to the Hans in Tunnel Snakes here.
I told you they weren't a coward.
One with a Z and one with an S. So that's not confusing whatsoever.
Dyer's choice.
Finally banning out the Juggernaut Tunnel Snakes. Okay. Juggernaut very strong at the moment as well. I like that ban a lot, as Big Bird's not much time left. Only 20 seconds all up to pick their final hero. What will they go with? Something to rush in with the Ember Spirit
5 seconds. 4.
and the Broodmother? Get into the front line? We'll have to see. 5 seconds left. 4, 3. They pick The Drow Ranger, nice. We'll be able to bypass the natural armor of the Naga, plus eliminates all the squishiness, all the squishy interiors. Does buy a BKB fairly early and has the silence available. So, I like that pick a lot. Meanwhile, Tunnel Snakes finishes up with the Mars. That's a Drow counter for sure. Also kind of counters the snap. Being able to shred her in from a distance. However, I believe it's a support snap, so that's not going to happen. Anyway, there we go. Han saying lies. We are one and the same. Sure. Speaking to me right now while you're in game. Interesting. Meanwhile, Siddharth here. Ember's decent, I guess. There you go. Good against the Naga, that's for sure. I do like that the hook. What the? There's no puck in this game. A pick, sorry, from LJ. And we are about to load in very soon. Should be quite an exciting match. Having a Skywrath plus a Mars is a pretty good lane combo. Wonder if they'll take advantage of that. Meanwhile, you'll probably put the CM with the Naga and the Leshrac mid. Meanwhile, I guess it's Ember Spirit mid, Drow with the Snapfire, and then finally a Nyx Assassin Broodmother off lane. You got the two Arachnids in the lane together. I mean, I think the Sand King's an Arachnid as well, technically. So 2 out of 3, not too bad. Oh, showcasing that diatard loading screen, it's so good. It's not a loading screen, it's a versus screen or something. There you go. And there's the Nemesis one. Nice. 24 commands in 15 matches. Not bad. Not bad at all. And let's turn off that directed camera because it is not necessary, hopefully. There we go. Look how nice it is. I'm still in awe over this new computer. Anyway, here we go. So we have Murdo on the Mars, Hans on the Skywrath Mage, not Han Z, but Han S. Catalyst on this Leshrac, Frisky Berries playing the Crystal Maiden, and finally Dominoes on the Naga Siren. Up against Fog of War in the mid Ember Spirit, Aaron Zero on the Broodmother, Aaron, I'm still not sure how it's pronounced, Mother of Dagons on the Snapfire, kind of a fitting name for that character by the way, LJ Hooker on the Drow Ranger, and finally Wolfson on the Nyx Assassin. Like this aggressive play here. They looks like Tunnel Snakes, they're aware of how early game their team is, so making this aggressive push here for this bounty rune. Using those illusions for vision as well. Nice play there by the Naga, Dominoes. Although he's not actually with his team. Wolfson going up into the high ground here. Will they be able to secure these? Fog of War will be able to take this one as well. From the hands of Hands, there you go. That's 3 bounty runes as Wolfson manages to steal one right from underneath Dominoes as well. Well played by the Nyx. And wait, there's still 1 bounty rune left. No one's picked it up. Poor Tunnel Snakes out without any bounty runes to start off with. That's a rough start. No one spotted that as well. I think BBB got this as Hans. We'll have to see. Big Bert's beginners. Ooh, already this Ember Spirit is suffering in his lane against the Leshrac. What am I looking for here? The last incident denies. That's it. I'm gonna bring that up while we start this laning phase. Interesting. Getting that Wraith Band early for the Drow. No Quelling Blade. So fairly confident that she can get those last hits. So yeah, there we go. That's the Sky Mars that I predicted. The Snapfire up here with a Drow. Oh, look at that shredder damage. That early Blightstone as well. Really shredding the Skywrath's health. There you go. Meanwhile, Wolfson, he sustained a little bit of damage down, but Dominoes got quite a bit of regen, so Dominoes should be fine here on this Naga. Nice pull there by Frisky. That Rune of Basilius making up for the heavy mana cost of CM's skills, by the way. Catalyst, oh, barely missing that stun. That's unfortunate. Fog of War, well played to get out of the way quickly as possible. And yeah, return to bot lane. They get the stun on Frisky, but he should be fine. Domino's doing his best to deal some damage. Oh, they've got the level advantage as well. That's a bit rough. Meanwhile, Catalyst, oh my god, your health. No, oh my god, no bottle yet. Also managing to kill the Naga's courier. That's going to offset it by quite a significant amount. Fog of War, will he go for this? His cooldowns are so long, not able to quite get the kill on Catalyst yet. He'll be able to get a bounty rune and survive for the moment. Hopefully. Meanwhile, oh, that bounty rune bot, by the way. And by the way, I said bounty rune, not water rune. The bounty bot got replaced by the water rune, so that's kind of unfortunate. Nice pull there by the Snapfire right into that hard camp. Interesting. Wait, is that the hard camp? That's the easy camp, right? Hard camp. I can't remember the camp names. Medium camp as well. Was that just stolen by Snapfire? I don't know. Oh, Fog of War had to disconnect. Pause comes out. Might have been a lag issue. Maybe some explanation. Is Fog okay? I hope so, says Wolfson. Oh, that's not sounding good. Okay. Hopefully they'll come back soon. Wonder if I'll be able to cast the second or possibly third matches of this series. Sorry, that was an insanely fast pause. Was it an insanely fast pause? Interesting. Waiting for our Mars. Mars isn't ready there. We not ready 2 secs. 1 moment go. There we go. I'm just reading out the text, what they're saying. You can probably read it yourself. Yep, okay, now where were we indeed as Wolfson? Well, he's got that second point in Spiked Carapace. I do like that, but it's actually kind of interesting. I was just thinking about, up against the Naga, it's pretty brutal as well, because she can't really control when she's going to Riptide. It's every 6th attack. So she just has to stay away from the Nyx while he has that Spiked Carapace up as well. Just noticed this Blightstone actually putting in quite a bit of work from the Embers. Wow, pretty significant. Having a look at last hits and denies, up the top is the Fog of War, with 15 last hits so far. LJ Hooker is having a good time in top lane as well, so Big Bert with that 1k net worth lead already. Quite significant. Excuse me. Okay. Well, Aaron, he's doing his best. 9 last hits, not too bad, not too bad. 0 last hits for both of these Tunnel Snake supports, by the way. They're letting their carry take all of it. Carry and offlane. Oof, excuse me, I need some more water. Both mids with their bottles, bottling up those water runes. Keeping themselves up and healthy, staying in the lane. Okay, this is a little bit behind, just by 2 last hits though, and 1 deny, so not too far. Pretty much neck and neck. Well, Naga is quickly catching up now that she's got a couple points into those mirror images. There you go, right at the top of that scoreboard there. 7 denies as well. Nice work by Domino's. Ooh, murder. No point in bulwark as well. That's quite aggressive. Might be regretting that now, as he's taking quite a lot of damage from these ranged attacks. Excuse me. Woof. Okay. Here we go. Catalyst suffering in terms of health. No bottle charges left. Fog of War is nice and healthy. Pretty close to the level 6. We'll see who gets the first kill on who as... Oh no, I missed it top. Okay, the Snapfire trades her life for the offlaner. Joker. Hooker is still chasing, gets silenced up, but he should be okay. Hans, no mana to his name, can't really defend himself there, just has to run away. So, a little early engagement there. Team Bert's Beginners gets the first blood. And a huge kill on the offlaner. Meanwhile, Domino's being chased through the trees here. Wolfson does not have the stun quite yet. Will chase for it. He will get it. There you go, but there's no follow-up as of yet. Meanwhile, Catalyst, oh, that's nice. He gets the haste rune. That's going to be quite significant. He can go and chase whoever he likes. Although they're both level 6. Will he try and initiate onto the Emperor? Probably not. He's just going to leave it for now. Still, with how weak Naga Siren is early on, Domino's is doing pretty good to survive against this offlane duo. Oh no, Frisky's all that right click damage from Aaron brings down the CM. That's the second kill for Big Bert's. And a 2k. Very nicely played there, using the extra damage from the Insatiable to completely destroy that CM. It's 35 bonus damage, which is pretty significant. Plus the 40% lifesteal. Very strong.